Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip, and what we have for sale here today is a 310G John Deere backhoe. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. Price on a new machine like this these days is about $85,000–$90,000. This machine has currently 4,378 hours on a working hour meter. We do believe those hours to be accurate, but we, like anybody, we can't guarantee the hours, but we know this guy and he's pretty good. As far as manufacturers go, one other thing about the hours is that we may use this machine around the yard, so the hours you might get a few more hours on the tractor than, you know, because we do use it. So it's got 4,378 now. We might put a couple more hours on it, not very many though. As far as the manufacturers go, John Deere's ubiquitous out there. They're well respected in the world of heavy construction and agricultural equipment. This machine weighs 13,000 pounds. The highest point is the top of that cab at 9 feet. The widest point is this bucket right there at 7 foot 2 inches. And the transport length, when everything's tucked up in transport profile, is 23.5 feet. Comparable machines are like a Case 580 or maybe a Cap 416. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like most of the machines we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine with no rust. We're 300 miles from the ocean and far enough south that we don't need to mess with salt. We never mess with salt like they do with a lot of rubber tired machines up north. So there's no rust on this tractor. There's, you know, you might see a little ding here and there, but that's just surface rust from the paint being knocked off. Like I say, this machine comes from a large, well-organized contractor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that currently has a comprehensive maintenance program that rivals some of the best I've seen. We, as well as our customers, are happy with the machines we've purchased from these guys, and it should be said that before I buy any machine, my mechanics thoroughly inspect it first. Once they inspect it and they give me the thumbs up that everything's okay, then I go out and I personally inspect it. If the money's right, there's a meeting of the minds, then I write them a check and we might use the machine or put it up for sale, one of the two. Or use it while it's up for sale. But as far as options go, as you can see, this machine has got auxiliary hydraulics here. It is a 4x4 machine. It's 4-wheel drive. As far as the engine goes, this has got a John Deere 4045D. It's a naturally aspirated 73 net or 78 gross horsepower diesel engine. It's got a 36-gallon fuel tank, which will run you 12 to as many as 16 hours of work on a single tank of fuel, you know, depending on your application. Everything on this machine is mechanically sound. Everything works. The transmission runs through all the gears without hesitation. Top speed is in forward is 21 miles an hour. Top speed in reverse is 21 miles an hour. Brake stop it on a dime. These tires, as you can see, they're almost new. They're about 85%. They've got 0 cuts on them. This tire in the front here is a 12 by 16.5. And this tire right here is a 19.5 by 24. All the tires match. The hydraulics are strong on this tractor. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. You can see a scratch here and there. That's not a crack, that's just some scratches. All of the pins and the bushings are really tight. I'd say above average for the hours of this machine. So there's no deflection or any kind of problem in this kingpin area right here. The cutting edge is about 70%. You still got 20% on this side, but if you look right here, you can take the bolts out and you got a brand new cutting edge on the other side. So I rate that about 70%. This bucket loader right here is 7 foot 2 inches wide. It's 2 foot 9 inches tall, and it's 2.5 foot deep. It's rated at a 1 yard capacity. The hinge pin height on this loader right there, if you were dumping into a dumpster or whatever, is 11 foot. The breakout force for this loader is 12,000 pounds, and the maximum lifting capacity for this loader is 11,000 pounds. The bucket width here on this machine is 24 inches. The mouth of the bucket, or from the tip to the opening here, is 24 inches. And the depth of the bucket is 22 inches. It's probably about a quarter yard bucket. The maximum dig depth for this machine is 14.5 feet. And the maximum reach at ground level from this kingpin out is 18 feet. The maximum dig height is 11 feet. And the maximum breakout force, this machine will break out 10,000 pounds. The maximum lifting capacity, and that's up close at ground level, is 6,500 pounds. This machine will lift 6,500 pounds. So we're going to talk a little bit about the cab, and then we'll run it for you in the next couple of clips. Here's your lights, hazards. Everything works. There's your park brake. This is your four-wheel drive switch, your ignition switch, your I'm not real sure what that switch is. It says continue on, foot on, cycle off on to reactivate after start. Not sure what that is. There's your horn. There's your there's no error codes on this. It's got an electronic monitoring system, so you can go and see that there's no active codes. Anyway, there's a lot of things you can do with this, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that switch is for. So sorry about that. Now this is your throttle control. These are your stabilizers. These are obviously your bucket controls. This is your lock for your boom. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, and this is your master shutoff in case your unit's gonna sit for a while and won't drain the battery. Alright, going to start. drive in reverse. 4-wheel drive in reverse.